Nipples.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're here. The gang is here with nipples out, ready to go.
Well, we wanted to
Nipples.
see Zach's nipples.
You
and
can
how
guess
they
what
start
our conversation was before we started.
And we won't tell you. We'll just give you nipples. Who's running this show? Is it Ozzy, the guy who's doing nothing? What's going on?
He's getting ready. You're just fucking fixing his shirt. What the hell?
Yeah, well, I mean, you gotta look good in these things too. I guess, right?
Yeah.
You think it's just you go into audio?
Dude, you're just like one step away from Joel in the apocalypse right now.
Oh my god, you do kind of look like Joel-ish.
Absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
We had a Good Brothers episode the other week, and somebody popped into our chat and just said the guy in the left looks bad. It was me.
Like a villain, like villainous.
Yes.
Well, tell him to listen to audio.
It's the red, it's the red
Michael
hair.
Jackson sense.
It's the red hair. You're like immediately vilified.
Yeah, I know all about it.
Well, we can accommodate the people who either want to see our fucking faces or if they just want to
also
listen to
have
us.
no soul.
There's a reason I've
So-
been wearing a hat for 20 years.
Oh, I think it really looks good, dude.
Yeah, it's good. I
appreciate
don't follow
that,
your
man.
reference from before, though. I really don't. From
I don't think
Apocalypse,
it's
what are you
your-
talking about?
Oh, Joel's in The Last of Us.
That's the Last
new
of
hit,
Us character.
The new hit TV show.
You guys
might turn
haven't
it around.
watched
I got
it
some
yet.
It's just a
positive
TV show.
positive feedback during the era of Dexter. I got a little more less negative at least.
Dude, I cried so much during episode
Yeah, that's
3.
true.
Dude,
Oh no, spoilers.
Of
Don't-
Dexter?
Yeah, don't ruin
Let's
it,
not
Matt.
talk
But,
That's not a
but yeah,
spoiler. I just say I cried.
Dexter.
Let's just say we
That's-
cried.
Gotta catch that.
Henry, that's an emotion
Dexter deep
spoiler,
dive,
isn't
episode
it?
3.
Yeah.
I wanted to be
Yeah, I
caught
don't wanna
off
know if I'm
guard
gonna
with my
cry.
emotions and tears.
Slap me in the
Yeah.
face with it.
I
But
cried
Matt, I
during most
agree.
TV, so
That's true.
Yeah, I cry during AGT sometimes.
It could be a mental thing. Like if you tell someone they're going to cry, will they end up crying
Oh my
don't know.
gosh.
when they wouldn't before?
Sometimes
like-
there's like fucking Ford commercials that almost make me cry. So I don't blame you guys on any of
You know,
that.
and
Alright.
It
you know
depends
what?
on what level of high I am, I guess. Like,
son, you bought me a truck? Yeah,
Matt,
man.
you know what bummed me out about episode 3 is that the critics came out and said, "Get ready for the best episode of the season." I'm like,
Oh,
well,
fuck off.
I
Like, don't
hate
do
that
to
kind of
people.
shit.
Well, I
So
could- I could
insinuating the
tell-
rest is garbage.
I can tell you, whoever's watching and listening, get ready for the best episode we've ever done.
the most
bad.
planned, the most well-spoken.
If you're
No-
just
no
as
interrupting each
sarcastic,
other
he'll
at all.
send you $3.
Obviously
No
being
crosstalk
sarcastic.
will happen tonight.
Oh, we got it. We're on it. We're
No,
professionals.
this is the ultimate crossover. This is the ultimate crossover right now. Is what we're doing. This is Gang Lion Assemble right now. That's what we're doing. We're all getting
Gang Lion!
together. Gang Lion, huh?
Assemble!
Henry's not about it.
Well-
He's looking. He's not going. He's not biting.
Yeah, fact.
He's like, this is the
All right.
He's just
I
thinking
will
about
not
working
send you the
again.
ring.
We're gonna end up like this giant robot that's missing like a right leg because fucking Henry's not there and his robot piece.
Dude.
You're forming
he's-
Voltron right now. Minus
He's
the
just
leg.
standing
know.
on the side of the robot, looking up at us like, nah.
Fucking nerds.
No.
Dude, talking about TV, I've been watching a lot of anime, and can I just say,
Yes.
anime openings and endings,
Mhm.
why do they never pick music that matches the actual show?
Never.
What are you talking
Is
about?
the- is-
Neon Genesis.
Well,
That's the
Hold on.
only one. That's old.
So, okay, I was watching
Come to the
like
moon.
the new Junji
is that a
Ito
thing
show.
is that a thing that happens when they move them overseas and it gets what's the word localized or
I
whatever?
don't think so. Like you'll-
Localization problem.
It'll cut from
Animated.
like a scene of a demon ripping somebody apart with their like long fingers, and then just cuts to like, see,
No murder in our show. No murder in our show.
Attack on Titan is exactly like that.
Attack on Titan, yeah.
Yeah, that's a big one. Literally,
That's one of
the
the
worst
best
thing can
soundtracks.
happen at the end, and then it just cuts to this like nice song. And it's like, okay.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I think I find that kind of stuff very off-putting, and that might be part of the reason why I've never picked up on anime.
I skip
like
that
season
shit.
3 of Attack
I
on
think it's
Titan.
way too
Is-
fucking long.
Is because
Yeah.
the pacing is bizarre and the themes are weird and
Oh,
the genres are-
Dude,
I don't
honestly, you
I have
gotta
another
check out
exception.
Chainsaw Man.
I
Chainsaw
have
Man.
another.
is so
I haven't seen
fucking good.
Chainsaw Man yet. 'cause I'm
Okay.
stupid.
All right.
Cowboy
about a
Bebop.
horny
You never
boy who
press
has
fast forward on
chainsaws.
Cowboy Bebop.
No, not Cowboy Bebop. That's an exception. Okay, you're like late like anime 90s animes. They did it right. They did it
Like
right.
Trigun. and-
Mhm.
Yeah, better.
Yeah, Trigon was good. Yeah.
Mhm.
I jam out
There's-
for that.
There's definitely going to be a lot of weird mixed conversation here tonight because I don't know, we're all together for nerdy reasons, but we all kind of cover a different area in our podcast, and
Mhm.
Speak
yeah,
for
we've
yourself,
come
I'm
together
fucking
to
cool.
share. We've come together to share. I didn't say I wasn't cool. I never said that.
You're cool, dude.
I will go on record, however,
You're
as
cool.
saying matchism is not cool.
Hold on, let me push up
Oh.
my glasses for that.
Not cool.
Uh-oh.
Excuse
All
me.
right, Joel. So can you
Give me, what did you
can you
say?
give us a lowdown of your podcast
Yeah,
and what you guys
Joel.
kind of cover?
Yeah, well, I don't. Well, I
Well, that's a good
do
idea.
movies is comics. Frank Walker Wonder Hour,
Yes.
and a couple other things that are sort of like I don't know, like fake little fucking startups, and they're on sort of the back burner. I don't know. We do shows.
I want you to start a new show called
Shows.
Ozzy Reckons.
This isn't.
I reckon.
Way I reckon.
Now,
But
come
what
on,
we're
Ellie.
here, the reason we've all decided to get together for this is because it turns out as I was uploading the last podcast episode to the Gangline Assembly, I noticed that it was episode 99. So I thought like, oh shit, the next one is like Collective Assembly episode release 100, and I thought that was some kind of milestone. And since nobody else comes out of the fucking woodworks to celebrate us, we all have to get together to celebrate ourselves.
Damn right.
Circle jerk.
Yes.
Sort of
Yeah.
masturbatory, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's kind of like a circle jerk. It's going to
Circle-
be a good time. That's what we're here
It's gonna
for.
be
And
fun.
this is not structured at all. As you could imagine, if you listen to any of our other shows, you might reckon
Nice.
that there's no structure because we don't play that, right?
No.
I don't know. Well, actually, Good Brothers show, you guys have a bit of a structure going on every time.
We try. We try.
A little bit.
Yeah, that's
don't-
definitely noticeable.
We don't try at all. We don't have any structure in our show.
We'll
No
get more
structure.
into it.
Sometimes
Well,
no
and what
structure's
show?
good.
What show are you talking about there?
So Erica and I and Jesse, woot woot, we do OMG Let's Talk, and we do reviews on trashy TV.
Basically.
The worst.
Yeah,
TV.
We do Love
what
is
show
Blind.
in specific?
Most-
Nin-
yeah.
90
mostly
Day.
90 Day Fiance, and there's a
Okay,
lot of
90 Day
content to
Fiancé.
cover.
I've
Mhm.
never
And the
seen
show
one
the show
episode of
has to
90
join
Day
the network
Fiancé.
soon.
Yeah, so with the
By
new
the
season
way.
of the show just started, and we just did our first episode, so we should have that audio over to you pretty soon.
Jesse's
That's
like old
gonna be
computer
fun.
crashed like completely, so we cannot
Yeah, I
get
got the
our
blue
old
screen,
files.
man. The blue screen.
I've never seen 90 Day Fiance, not one
Yeah, me
episode.
neither. I don't even know what that is.
Drama, it's good.
I could say.
That's what it
I
is.
always hear
Either you
people
love it
talking
or you
about
don't
it.
know about it. It's funny, but
Mhm.
hopefully
I
people
only
can
know
find
about
us.
the guy with no neck.
Oh, there you go. You know what?
Who
Then.
puts mayonnaise in his hair.
90
Look
Day.
at
No.
You know more than me.
That's
90 Day
actually like
Fiancé
a
is about
medical
terrible
thing too. It's
Americans
funny.
dating terrible overseas people.
Wait, he
Yeah.
medically had his neck like
It-
removed? Or...
Well, he was
No,
born
he-
like with like
Like,
less
he was
vertebrae
bumped
or
on the
some
head
shit.
and it went down like.
Yeah, kind of looks like that. Yeah.
Yeah, he was dropped
You're
on
not-
the
you're not
head
that
when he was
far
a
off,
baby,
Henry.
and then it just like
I'm sick of
slid
being
in.
able. I'm sick
You're
of
very
being
much
able to
up.
see what's behind me without turning my whole body.
Mhm.
I need that
Good
changed, Doc.
as
that changed, Doc.
I want to be more like Michael Keaton Batman.
He used to be a male model.
Yeah.
Did you
What?
just?
No.
Are you making that shit up?
No, I don't know how much I know. Why I know this much about.
Sounds like you know a lot.
Wait, what? You watch 90 Day. Let's be real.
No, I just see a
Yeah.
lot of videos of that one guy like putting mayonnaise in his hair and like washing
How do you put
himself
mayonnaise in your
in a
hair?
kiddie pool
Yeah.
What's
this
his
is all
reason for
correct.
putting mayonnaise in his hair again?
because it
Just
keeps
to
it
make
soft.
Yeah.
and
Keep it
supple.
soft.
Oh
And
wow! I wish I
stinky.
had hair.
Ed's, that guy you're talking about.
That's what you would
Ed,
do. Put
Ed's
mayonnaise
been
in.
like the only guy who's made it out to other like shows and podcasts. That's why he's super popular and they
Yeah.
keep him on the show.
He's bigger than the show.
Yes.
But nobody
Literally,
likes him.
Physically,
It's
figuratively.
It's weird.
Wow.
It's like he has a fan base because they don't like him. I don't know.
Right?
Wow.
The haters.
Yeah, haters
I
are
might have
falling.
I might have
I'll
noticed
take
that this
haters on our
show I might have
Same.
noticed that this show existed if it had come out like 20 years ago or something, but nowadays I feel like it I mean, if you really don't pay attention, they get buried a little bit under all the other shows that
That's why
have
we
been like
cover it.
that. And I can't tell the difference,
Yeah, for
honestly,
sure.
between
But this one has
90
been
Day Fiance and
consistently coming out with seasons for like almost 10 years or something.
what-
And it's like
Holy
it's,
shit,
it's
really?
fucking popular. Like, and they have like 7 different shows. Like, and they're
Wow.
Oh, that's
I
the
don't
only
know-
thing that's being
We
shown
call
on
it
that
the
channel.
NDCU. It's the 90-day universe. Like
The
they have their
NDCU.
own shit. we
Different
don't fuck around.
spin-offs.
Yeah, they have spin-offs. Like they do their own. Like it's its own little world, dude. It's crazy. It's ridiculous.
What is that
they
on?
built.
I don't know, Hulu or something?
TLC.
Netflix?
TLC,
Or
but it's on
Discovery-
Discovery Plus.
Discovery Plus.
Cable.
It does way
Cable.
better than
Nothing
the
fucks
DCU.
with
Cable?
Plus.
Discovery
Yeah,
Plus.
cable.
Discovery Plus has all the good fucking murder documentaries too. So
Mhm.
They
And how
own
long
Warner
have you, how
Brothers
long
now,
have you
so-
guys been doing OMG Let's Talk so far?
Couple
Yeah.
Good-
months.
about
right?
about a year? No.
Maybe
Like
Half a
6
year?
months, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a
Yeah,
while.
Mhm.
we've been posting up our videos on YouTube, but we've been having some issues with copyright issues.
It's been a struggle.
So a lot of
Have you?
some of our episodes are incomplete because they'll cut out some of the content, but you'll get the gist of it. And
So
lately,
unless
in the
you're
last like 10 or
talking over the whole thing, they'll cut it.
no,
right?
yeah, we just try to show clips, but sometimes they like I don't know why a certain clip will trigger it for them. But we've gotten better about it, and in the last like 10 or 15 episodes, they're all complete episodes. Like I figured it out.
yeah,
Yeah.
we covered
By
just
the
a lot
way,
of
if-
it. Yeah.
Mhm. If you're listening right now and you're trying to differentiate, the hosts of OMG Let's Talk are Jesse, Marley,
And
Are you guys-
Berserker.
Erica.
Berserker.
Berserker, do
I was
not.
trying to
I'm
do
remember
not.
deciding on what name to
Wait,
use. Berserker or
no.
Erica?
I was trying to remember what it was. Berserker, of course.
Everyone's gonna call me that now. Thanks, guys.
I think it's badass.
And
Kinda
have any of you three done a podcast before this one?
no.
No.
No, of course not.
Ever?
Well, that's not true.
No,
I
of course
started.
not.
I mean, I did my stuff with you guys. This is my latest project.
true.
The 90 day.
That's true, I
And we
guess.
were doing the Good
yeah.
Brothers
Talk.
before they started that as well.
Yeah, well, Dustin here from the Good Brothers had a pretty good YouTube channel before any of us were doing any of this stuff. So
Yeah,
He's
dude.
the
That's
OG,
something-
man.
that's
Got a little
definitely
YouTube
related.
Run.
So that's kind of OG.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
if you want
OG,
to take
bro.
it,
I'm
take
OG
it
10 years
YouTube
this
ago
guy.
or
act.
so?
I know, and that was called Kick Chameleon.
Yeah,
Kit
I
Gaming.
went through many names.
This
I
nerdy.
ended up finding out that the word kit
Oh,
just
yeah.
means shit, by the way, so it's fitting.
Kitsch?
Shit gay
Kitsch.
gaming.
It actually really
Kitsch
does
means
fit.
shit.
Yeah,
In
Shit
what
kitsch.
gaming
language?
sounds cool too.
It's like German or something.
Hmm.
Like vile
Jesus.
shit, terrible.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Oh,
I was like, yeah, I mean, it's fitting.
Kid
nice.
gaming.
But the reason I chose that name is because I spelled my user tag name wrong on PlayStation Network or something. Like it doesn't matter. That's what it was.
It doesn't matter.
Shit gaming.
Shit.
Oh my god.
But yeah, now we're doing the Good
Fucking
Brothers, and we talk about gaming news every week and other stuff.
Yeah, and how did you decide? How did you three of you get behind my back and decide that I was the bad brother? What I would
I
like
think
to
that's
get
pretty
to.
obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, why are you even asking that?
Yes.
Is it? Yeah.
This is some Shauna
Obvious,
questions
huh?
right here.
Damn.
I guess it's
just-
just you.
Popcorn.
We
it's
had to
just
come up with a
attack
heel,
the
dude,
one
and-
who's not there to defend
So
himself.
Yeah.
so the Good Brothers are
Well.
Dustin, Jesse, and
Yeah.
Zach here.
uh-huh.
What's your
Bad
show
brother.
about? What's your show about? Being better than me?
Yeah, they
That's
talk shit about you
basically every
all day,
week.
every day.
I knew it. I knew it. I wouldn't know because I don't watch the shit.
Ozzy, I think it's those Christmas cards you send them that just says "I don't like you."
Oh, it's the holidays. I gotta send something.
The real
unless
the
you're
real
not.
idea behind the show though is that we're not industry folk, and like all the biggest gaming podcasts are like snooty techie fucking industry people, and we just want to be the average Joe type of gaming show where the people who can't afford to play every game, you know what I mean? We don't get games
For
sent
real.
to us. We don't,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
So-
all those people are insiders. They get backstage passes at the cons and
Exactly.
stuff.
We're
Yeah.
we're
gets
totally
real
in the
frustrating.
speaking voting with our wallet. You know, if the game looks terrible, we're not even going to cover it because we don't want to buy it because we can't because we're poor.
Are you guys gonna cover the day before that scam game?
What's up?
That new
Covered
one,
it.
the day
We covered
before.
that in our
We
last
did. We
episode.
covered
Oh,
it
okay,
In
yeah.
the last week,
Yeah, Matt.
Yeah, I only saw the first part.
So
Jesse,
Well,
let me
we
see that.
haven't
Let me see
posted
that
it
shirt.
yet.
Is that the map Zelda map 1 in the shape of Link?
Making a face.
That's pretty fucking cool.
Nice.
Ooh, I
Oh,
like
screen
it.
one. Yeah. Nice.
I like
That's a
it.
pretty cool one.
Mhm. I'm wearing Godzilla, in case anybody cares.
Ooh, I like it. It's hard to
Nice.
see. It's hard to see because it's black.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
I
Sorry
don't
about
have
that.
2 light rings.
Well, anyway,
You
yeah, that's
Fucking light rings.
fucking amateurs, bros. Fucking amateurs here. This is fucking amateur hour. What are we doing?
but you still have 2 nipples, Henry, and you can share
Mhm.
those with the rest of us.
If
I
we
can
don't
here
always
we
see
be
go.
them-
sharing.
All right.
Mhm.
Subscribe to my OnlyFans. I keep
We
telling
need
people.
one of those spin wheels that the e-girls have.
Oh
I'll do
yeah.
jumping jacks if
I have one of those. It's in my closet. I can grab it if you guys want. You want me to grab
Sorry,
it?
why
Is
do you
that why
have
you
one of
got a
those?
better camera? Exactly. I knew it. It was all for a reason. And double ring light.
What, you think I
Yeah.
have 2 ring lights for no fucking reason, dude? What do you think this operation is?
Okay, well, I guess Zach is the only one that's got money to throw into this out of all of us
Come
because
on, guys.
yeah, like Dustin had mentioned, the way they roll is sort of like how we all roll. You know, this is very fucking grassroots shit, right? Like we're not spending any
Oh, hell
money
no,
on
I
Blue
this.
ain't.
collar.
We don't have
grassroots,
anything.
Rust belt.
Mhm.
know.
Zach's on his way up though. He's gonna leave the group pretty
Dust
soon.
Bowl. I don't know.
Aw.
Fucking grassroots, Dust Bowl, Rust belt, fucking blue collar gaming.
Yeah,
what
Zach's
I was
gonna leave. I've seen. Yeah, there have been scouts coming around talking, looking for Zach.
Well, they
Scouts.
saw this setup and they're like,
I don't think that's how it
"We're
works.
hired."
Yeah, yeah, for podcast scouts.
They scout
Yeah.
the pod. They just listen hundreds and hundreds of podcasts scouting for stars.
to bring them into what would you go to game?
They go to an interview process and the first question they ask is, how many ring lights do you have when you do your podcast? And I say 2, and they're like, oh,
Oh,
really?
Listen here, bro.
That's
We're
great.
bringing you up to the
Great
MLP,
like-
the Major League Podcasting League of America.
We're off to a great start.
Hey, you know that Zach Good brother is going places.
He just sits in your room with a notepad chewing gum, like
Uh-huh.
watching it.
He's in the room with them,
Hmm.
taking notes.
Hey, bud.
Hey, bud.
Am I doing good?
But we didn't have anything, to get all this started, and we did it somehow. I guess it's pretty easy these days, but it makes you feel sort of like a garage punk rock band. You know what I'm talking about? Like that's sort of what we're doing. We're sort of like the punk rock of podcasts.
We're doing
I like
backyard
that.
shows right now,
Because
dude.
there are a bunch of big. That's right, Zach. Yeah,
You know?
doing backyard shows and like bar gigs and stuff.
Mhm.
And because there are a bunch of big sponsored big podcast names out there these days.
We'll take sponsorships though.
They'll never sell out.
We will. I am not
If
saying
anyone's listening,
anything about that. Yeah.
don't get us wrong.
I've
Yeah.
wasted my breath asking for money.
I'm ready
from
to
these
fucking
people,
sell
but-
out over here. You want to get out of the garage?
I want to get out of the garage.
No, just
But we built the
sometimes
garage
it gets-
to get it.
Sometimes it gets overwhelming.
yeah.
Just thinking about, every day I feel like I discover a new podcast that's like, oh, hang on, the fucking guys from Sopranos actually host a podcast where they cover the
Everybody does.
episodes of Sopranos. Like, you
Yeah.
fucks,
And
you
it's
got
pre-
that, you got that corner. Good,
and
I'm
it's
glad.
Sponsored by Hyundai or something already. on
Yeah.
episode 1, like
So
yeah, they got it
easy.
locked. in.
iHeartRadio.
That
Brought
kind
to
of
you by
shit's so
fucking
deflating.
HBO.
That kind of
Thanks,
shit's so
HBO.
deflating.
But hey, we're on
but-
Spotify, so fuck it.
Yeah, it's kind of cool also on the other hand that like we still kind of have like the same opportunity and we're on the same platforms. And you're just as capable as finding and downloading our shit as you are, I don't know.
Big
name
Pussy
of the show.
The
Sopranos
Sopranos
Yeah,
podcast.
right.
Finding it and downloading it, watching it.
So, I don't know, it's something that kind of keeps me going, How about you guys?
Just keep.
I
it's
know
fun.
that you're not constantly motivated to do this shit, guys, right? I mean,
Well,
No, this podcast actually has been a really good breather for us.
That one's fun. Some of them
Yeah.
are fun. Yeah.
I think
But
for OMG, it's just like we get to talk about a super fun show that there's not a lot of people that know about 90 Days. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
really awesome for us.
And we
But
do
even
watch
on, like-
parties too, so that shit is
Yeah.
funny. Like we watch Extreme Cheapskate. Oh my gosh.
So-
Oh, I've seen clips of
Shit.
that show. That's crazy.
when you
I
think
know
about
that,
it,
like,
each one of our podcast Oz is actually in a really niche. You guys are the nichest of them, and then gaming like is basically dominated by like 10 shows.
Very competitive, yeah.
And then you guys are doing 90 Day, which basically more YouTube people do, and they're trying to go more in like a podcast route. So
we just speak the truth
Yeah.
though. That's
There's a lot to
speak the
talk
truth.
about.
And my
the
show's
fun
the
of- the
most
fun of the
traded
show-
subject on the internet.
Is it? It might, dude. It kind of might be.
Paranormal stuff. Oh my god! You know how many fucking paranormal shows there
Oh
are?
my god, no.
There's like
Yeah,
5.
yeah, that's kind of true. There's like 5 or 6,
Yeah.
at least.
and
There's way more.
Matt's show is called
5 or
Macabre
6.
Cast, which is the #1 paranormal show on the internet right now.
Yeah.
Currently,
Oh my gosh.
in the
love
ratings.
Yes.
It. Love it. Love it. That shit
That's
cracks
fun.
Saw
me
that.
up.
It's so
Oh,
funny.
thanks. I just did a
Called
show
Macabre
with
Cast,
two,
but I
two
don't
of the
need to
Good
even say
Brothers.
that because you already know. You know.
Yeah, I just did a show with Dustin
yeah.
and Zach. We did celebrity
Very
ghost
fun.
stories.
That's great.
Oh, hell
that-
yeah.
That was
Very
fun.
fun.
That was a good time.
I had to wade
That'll
through
be out
about
very soon.
10,000 stories of different celebrities having sex with ghosts to find interesting ones.
Mm.
And then he found stories of ghosts farting and or maybe celebrities farting.
It was Ariana
that got-
Grande. I know she
was
fucking
Ariana
ripped
Grande.
one.
For
She
sure.
ripped it.
I bet Matt got lots of blisters reading through those stories.
So much research.
Yeah.
So
Spooky
So-
ghost.
I was so
So
tired
blessed.
after researching.
So tired. Oh
no,
man.
those ones are great to look forward to. I love those.
What was the driving factor, Matt, in you starting Macabre Cast?
I just want to make people laugh.
Yeah. It is
And-
it is a funny
and
show.
people-
That's my favorite part is that there's a comedic slant for sure. It's not
Mhm.
just reading paranormal news.
Plus, people love
It's hilarious.
kooky stuff like ghosts and shit. Everybody loves that stuff.
Yes.
Who doesn't love a ghost story?
Love
ghost
'em.
stories.
Yeah, they're always fun. And they can't be taken too seriously, and that's never what we do.
No,
know, That's never what any of us do.
I'm pretty skeptical
yeah.
too. But
I would get bored if that's what we were trying to do, honestly.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Just be
interesting
serious.
stories out there.
That gets boring. You know,
Serious boring.
when Henry and I were first starting, it was rough in the begining. I don't know. Is that the right word?
Do you remember we pulled it like an all-nighter,
fun.
and then it turned out to be like a 4-hour-long episode?
Yeah, we'll release this.
Movies is comics, right? It's the first.
Yeah,
First
we
podcast
recorded the
in
first
Game
episode
Lion.
twice.
We were working out a lot of kinks.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You were
Figuring
working
some
out
shit
how to
out.
you were working out how to explain what the show is. You made it so convoluted. It's
Yeah.
movies, but it's comics, but the watch.
Just watch it.
And then
Damn
the
it.
scale system too, of like how movie and comic it is.
Oh,
The
the tier
rules,
ratings.
the
man.
rules.
You gotta have that. You gotta have that.
Yeah, I
you
know.
gotta have the
No, it made
tiers.
sense, but
Uh-huh.
it was just like, all right, I'm in this. Like I'm in it now.
But- Oh, so I've been listening to podcasts for years, and I even had a job
spinning
for the
like a
better part of a
fidget spinner?
decade where I could. No, it's my goddamn heater, man. And, I'm in-
Sorry. No,
I'm in Northern
we don't want you
Illinois,
to die. You're good,
and-
bro.
and it's fucking like 5 degrees outside
Okay,
right
okay,
now.
Okay. Sorry.
As
Whenever I
evident by
hear
my
that,
flannel pajamas.
I think of an old homeless guy shaking cans behind you.
Damn,
Spare
I hate
change.
that goddamn thing.
Spare change.
For the show, Ozzy?
My cans, my precious cans.
That's our
Look what
sponsor.
you've
Is
done
that
to 'em.
guy getting coins for us.
Old
Sorry,
Radley
I didn't mean to
Anyway.
interrupt you. I was-
Sometimes
Go
that
ahead,
works.
dude.
I don't even remember what the fuck I was
Damn
talking
it.
about
my
now.
bad, dude. My
Yeah.
bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
about
This
working.
heater blows everything.
It was about.
That's true. Oh yeah, I had a job. I had a job where I could have an earbud in my ear the whole day. So I just like burned through podcasts like 8
Yeah.
hours a day, fucking 6 days a week for years.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just eventually I was like, why am I not doing my own? Why am I not doing my own?
Might as well.
There's no reason. There's no reason not to. Like you could do it for free.
Yeah.
You could do
Yes.
it with anything. You could do it on your goddamn phone.
You can do it
don't
on your
need any
phone. Yeah.
equipment. Yeah. So
Especially
I
if you
just
actually have
decided.
something to say.
Everyone has a fucking podcast.
Everyone has something to say.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure there's a
know.
podcast.
My little
called
brother is
Everybody
starting
Has a
one downstairs.
Podcast.
He's only 7 years old.
Yeah, totally.
Everyone has.
So you get more viewers.
You would.
These
He
are my
would.
toys.
This is how my house looks.
No, he's doing a
Bam,
literary breakdown
10,000
of
viewers
Moby
on
Dick
YouTube.
and,
Oh shit.
That would
and
get
the works
views.
of Herman Melville. Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, I just got started, and
Zach, do you have
Henry
anything
was
to
online.
say?
Henry was online.
Yeah, dude,
Henry was
stop.
online on Instagram, where I was sort of building like the movies as comics, like quote unquote fucking brand or whatever
Yeah.
on Instagram. And Henry was hanging around on Instagram with Black Market Comics. You were already doing Black Market Comics by then, right?
Like I had barely started. I think it was probably like months in,
Yeah, right.
and I had like 200 followers.
Cool.
And what did
Good.
you do
That's pretty good.
before you were doing that, Henry?
I was a business analyst for an insurance company.
Wow.
Fucking crazy.
That is pretty
Yeah.
wild.
And then you just bailed like on
I
a
failed on that.
on a Harley one day, like fucking Jack Nicholson and
Yeah.
Easy Rider and shit.
Yeah, I bailed on it, and I was like, "Fuck this shit! I'm
Cool.
just gonna sell comic books for a living."
Dude, follow your fucking dream.
I like that.
Mhm.
I do like
Yeah,
that.
life is too short.
Yeah, how many followers does Black Market Comics have now? On social medias?
Today it was
That's a lot.
5.6 thousand.
Nice.
I'm-
Hey,
Yeah, I'm
dude.
trying to get to 6,000 here, probably before the end of the quarter.
That's pretty good. You've been doing it for years already.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
3 years now.
But you definitely had a little more free time back then too. And we got
Yeah.
this podcast started.
Yeah.
You were looking to start a podcast just because you were bored.
Same thing. I was bored.
Very good.
I had been listening, and I'm like, I can do this shit.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And so I was looking for a partner. I put up a post, and then Ozzy hit me up. Hey,
Yeah, like I got this idea. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we got started, but man, it was rough in the beginning because I was trying to do other people's ideas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was taking cues from other podcasts that I like and being like, okay, I like what they do, I like what they do, I like what they do, and I tried to sort of do all of it, and it didn't work out. You know, it wasn't working out. It was hard.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
was way too
we're-
much
we're-
structure.
Henry, Henry and I just don't have. We're not the right kind of people for that kind of show. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
We're more suited. We're just not. We're more suited for this kind of stuff. We have a
Well,
much
I
more
feel like
fun
a-
time
I feel
doing
like
this.
A lot of people will start their podcast that same way though. You find the ones you love and you get the formula and then you kind
Yeah.
of merge it to end up being what it's gonna be.
Mhm.
That's what life is all about, baby.
That's true.
I mean,
Nice.
It's very fluid.
write that
It's
shit
very
down.
copy
fluid.
people and then steal their shit and make it better.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
but,
yeah, that's kind of true.
Ozzy, you and Henry are the only two that like you guys never really officially met in person, correct? Like you guys only met just
No.
because of starting podcasts.
Yeah. No.
I live in the
Yeah.
very north part of America, and he lives in the very south part of America.
Southernmost tip you can go down in South Texas.
Yeah, so that gives you
That's
guys
true. He's
more trial and
peeking over the wall.
tribulation. Yeah, like everyone already knows everyone here. I mean, this is my fiance.
He's my fiance too.
Yeah.
I guess that's true, but
Yeah.
Henry and I, we're like brothers over time.
Oh, yeah.
Aw.
It didn't take long. Aw, I know.
Nice.
We make out like on the camera, like I put my face up to the camera.
And then I just
Oh.
we rub noses.
Demonstration.
Henry
That's
did not
right.
hesitate for that, but he
Eskimo
won't even
kisses.
pound our
Nope.
fist.
No,
Yeah.
no, no,
Wow.
Ah, there you go.
no, that's this thing. That's this thing.
Oh my
Leave it alone.
Yeah.
But we did have some fun times though in the beginning of Movies as Comics there, and we put out some good stuff. You could listen to it on the feed, Gangline Assembly feed. Go listen to it. Don't
Mhm,
judge.
mhm.
Don't go listen to that fucking what was it?
Well,
From Dusk Till
that's what I
Dawn.
point people to the From Dusk Till Dawn episode. I'm like,
That
hey,
was
if
a
you want
fun
like
one.
real experience, go to that shit.
I like that one.
Go do
Yeah,
4
that
hours,
was
and
good.
then you can say like, oh yeah, I listen to podcasts.
I have big plans. I have big plans. I had big unspoken plans about Movies as Comics making a bombastic return.
Okay.
5
Oh,
hours
yeah,
a
I just
week.
got
It'll
this one for
happen.
you.
How long
You know,
has
in a,
it?
in a
Yeah,
more
every
loose
day.
in a more loose form, Henry and I are gonna get it together, and there's gonna be a big Mac flow happening pretty
Yeah.
soon.
Go back to the
Matt,
drawing
check this
board.
out. I got
Oh, I
I
know you
got 2
showed me
copies
that.
specifically for it. I haven't mailed it to you yet, man. I'm
Star
sorry,
Trek
but
Oh,
Star
shit.
No,
Trek
I was
two?
just gonna
Star
say,
Trek
Star Trek
why
4.
are you
four.
holding
Awesome.
both of those right now?
I
You're
don't.
holding
Yeah,
both,
I don't
and
know.
one's not in the mail. Okay,
One's not in the mail.
whatever.
You're
Um,
gonna get the direct edition, just for that.
But Frank Walker Wonder Hour, you know, I think helped me kind of like realize, kind of loosen up a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I think that
Yeah.
helped a lot. Kind of loosen up and get our footing and get the feel. You know, get the groove.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, you were really looking for like a creative outlet. You were just, like stuck, and you wanted to do something.
That's
and,
true. In the
Yeah.
beginning, yeah, I needed
Everybody
to, I
needs
needed
that.
to
Beginning.
create something. In the beginning. Yeah, I needed to create something, some kind of output, and I was dry back then.
Yeah.
So that helped. It helps. That's for sure. It does help.
Sorry, I'm trying to.
The Frank
wrangle
Walker
we
that.
have
Wonder
a-
Hour, like that was the loosest idea. Like we went into that with like, well, at least I did in my head. Went into it with like, let's set it up to where we don't have to do fucking anything, and we hardly have
No.
to even think.
Yeah, that was the
Did-
selling point. It was like, hey, there's no editing.
Yeah, there's
Didn't turn
nothing.
into
intro,
a
put an
lot more
outro,
work than you guys
boom.
thought.
Right. Uh-huh. And that was really a counter move to the struggles with movies as comics and
Yeah.
all the editing and post work I would put into
Oh,
those.
hell.
You know, Frank Walker Wonder Hour wouldn't be what it is unless I was trying to move to the opposite side of that.
Yeah.
Because I love doing that, honestly. I really love post work in video and audio. Like I love
Same.
editing. It's where everything comes together, and it's where you have the most control over everything.
Yeah, I like video editing. It just
but-
takes a long time.
It just takes so much fucking time, and I don't have the
Yeah.
time for it. If we want to get weekly podcasts out, you know, man, I'm very proud of us, Frank Walker Wonder Hour, for our output. Which
Yeah.
I honestly, I didn't even think it was possible.
Yeah, I was listening to hour
Everybody's
15 the
been
other
knocking
day.
it out.
Okay,
We-
we're not here
we're
to
pulling
say
some
good.
shit off.
We were
No, it's self-fellatio. I'm doing
Yeah,
it myself.
okay,
I already
well,
told you
thank
that.
you. We are doing so
Well-
good here, guys. Like, hello. It's
I-
just so
I was
funny.
listening
Sorry
to
to
hour
disappoint
15 the other
everyone
day to
about
try
the
to
other
figure out
stream.
where that bounce was in listeners. And man, you went off on
Oh,
that one.
right.
Like, hey guys, I'm so proud of you guys. I just want to say, like, I'm so fucking proud that we got to hour 15. And here we
Yes.
are,
That was on mushrooms that
50
day.
hours later.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's not mushroom.
Just wondering why you had a chicken bucket on your head.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's
you-
true.
Are you joining? the show?
So
What's
that's
up?
pretty cool. We're gonna have hour 50 of Frank Walker Wonder Hour coming up pretty soon. In a couple
Nice.
episodes. That'll be fun. So that's been awesome.
What about the Good Brothers? What do you guys got to say? Like, what's been like a good milestone that's been coming up in your podcast? You guys just
What
revamped it
episode
up
number?
too.
Yeah, we did some.
We're gonna be
redoing.
at episode number 29. We've done a couple like live stream specials because since we're in gaming, we did like the summer of gaming. A couple live watches, and
Yeah, that
we
was
probably
cool.
put out like 33 things so far.
Nice.
But 29 are like we're getting on episode 29 of the actual like weekly show.
Have
so
any of you
far.
been able to
What-
get it to PS5 yet?
Yeah, we all have one.
We been.
Oh, okay.
think
Did
we
you have
all
to
got
go to a
lucky.
scalper?
I think we all got
It
it
was
day
a-
one.
It was a pain in the ass, Matt. We were online for like 4 hours with like 5 different sites open, and the fucking Target crashed, Walmart crashed, the planet
Whoa.
crashed. It was
my
Whoa.
god.
It was stressful.
the economy
The core of the earth
crashed.
stopped moving.
Yeah, we got them.
Switched
It was like
rotation.
it was like 4 hours of work to get those things for us.
Yeah, I'll just wait till I can find it for like $50.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
In 2050 or what?
Score. That's how I roll, actually. That's not far off from how I roll.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. Wait till they're
Those
in
old video
core
games.
yard sales.
I know.
I just
Um,
despise scalpers.
Oh, you can get them now. They're available, readily available now. Finally,
they are
Oh,
now
okay.
available.
but still,
So
butt-ass
Dustin, you mentioned
expensive.
earlier that you had some troubles with like copyright issues or something like that. You were getting blocked for
Oh,
something.
Jesse did.
Just the
Oh.
OMG, they're struggling with it. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
OMG.
we
Oh, is that
struggled.
you guys are having problems? They're blocking that stuff.
Yeah, even
That
if
show?
We
keep-
found a way around it, but yeah,
Yeah,
they did block
sometimes
us
we
in,
can't
in the
even-
beginning.
we try to post clips of like even under 5 seconds, but for some reason they'll still like I don't know how their AI is good.
And that's on
Are they
YouTube.
filtering it?
How so?
Like adding an overlay of some
Oh,
color?
Yeah,
No,
We
they
tried
just remove
everything.
it.
no.
Oh, you're
I
talking-
mean,
Really? You tried
we
that?
have our
No, no.
screens like kind of over the screen, so it's not like all full screen, and it's a little bit zoomed in, but not much more than that.
It's also
Yeah.
an audio thing. Like if they catch any audio that someone's not
Yeah.
talking over, they'll just catch you.
Yeah, it's
We've
wild.
had some
Muted the
bizarre
episodes
problems.
and
Yeah.
Same thing.
We sped it up. We like
Yeah, I've tried a lot of things. I've flipped
Zoomed
the
in.
image, I've sped it up, I've put it at slow speeds, and they'll catch it every single time.
dude,
You
they're
can't
fucking
beat
no
that shit.
joke. Like talk
They're
about
on it.
yeah, they don't want people to post
At
it.
this
So would
point-
you would you say that's one of your biggest problems that you face when you're
By far-
producing your podcast?
By far, yeah.
It would be funnier
Yeah.
if we could show like how the person speaks sometimes. We can only like reenact it so much, but we do
Which
a pretty
is-
good job of going
yeah.
over, and we still have images and we have the whole background, and we kind of explain and just talk shit about what's going on.
And I've been working
It's-
on my voice imitation, so I'm like basically the show at this point.
Yeah, we're gonna all work on it, and
Just
then we're gonna just
Good
reenact
job.
it out. Yeah.
So I'll bring up the scene with the subtitles, and then
I can't wait to see you dressed up as Ed. And you just put your shoulders up.
yeah.
Just like this.
It drives me crazy though, because there'll be stuff on YouTube where like someone's taken like a whole movie and dropped it on there, and it's on there for 6 years, and no one does anything
Yeah.
about it. And then you post a 5-second clip of something, and it gets.
I don't
pulled off.
understand either.
Well,
It's
with
yeah, I don't
nonsense.
understand.
with
I
Frank
think just certain
Welker,
studios are really bad about it.
That could be
like
it.
Netflix.
I wonder
Netflix
what did
and
they have to pay more for more
Discovery.
protection?
They just
I
don't
think
want you
so.
to spoil their shit. They want you to make people watch it over. They don't want you guys to break the whole episode
think-
down and
It's
Yeah,
all about
I
the
think the
streaming and
studios are-
paying.
I think the studios are in control of
Yeah.
how much force they put into taking
it's
this
not.
shit
Yeah,
down.
Oz. It's not YouTube
Mhm.
doing it. It's like what is it, Parrot or Peacock? Who?
No,
or,
Discovery.
Yeah.
and
it's
TLC.
Discovery that's
One of
blocking them. It's
those.
Netflix that's blocking them.
Yeah.
It's,
Did
it's
Henry
the
go?
Yeah.
studios.
Did he?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
No,
This is the
he'll do
first
that
of
about
3
5 or 6
Ps
more
that'll
times.
happen. Yeah. uh-huh.
He's a peer, huh?
Every time we do any episode, like ever.
I remember one of the weirdest blocks that I've got doing podcasts was on movies as comics. We did well, we tried to produce those a little more heavily, and we would put in audio clips and drop in trailers and all this shit. And one of the episodes we mentioned a movie, and then I played the audio for the trailer for that movie.
It was Dusk Till Dawn, I think.
It might have been.
Yeah.
I think you're right, Matt. I played the trailer for From Dusk Till Dawn, and what they slapped us for was a song that plays
Of
in the
course.
trailer, in the background of the From Dusk Till Dawn trailer,
Music's harder.
Yeah,
to
they'll-
that you
they'll
could
catch
barely
that shit.
fucking hear. You barely fucking hear it, and it's
They-
not even on
Well,
there
not
for
with your
more than
human ears.
I know. Yeah,
I
right.
just saw an episode of Red Letter Media doing something,
Mhm.
and they kept on playing the trailer for Ishtar like 4
Yeah.
times in that,
How do they get away
in that
with
span
it?
of 45 minutes. They got away with it. It was the complete trailer intact for like 2 or 3 times completely, and then partial clips later.
Hmm.
Because they
Yeah.
have
they
millions
got away
of
with it.
subscribers.
I guess
true.
so.
Yeah, once
And
you're in
YouTube.
another tier, you get a lot more passes. I'm sure.
Yeah, once they can monetize
good
off
though.
of you, I guess for sure.
Only problems we get for gaming is it will get a copyright, but not like a copyright strike. It's just like saying basically,
You can't monetize.
but yeah, they're also like, but
Yeah.
we don't care, share it because it's video games and we want to share this stuff.
Yeah, I
They-
got that
they're-
on the
they're
movie
really
review.
cool about it.
I played a couple of clips from a movie, and it says like, "Well, we know you're using copyrighted stuff, but it's
But go
all
ahead,
right.
Really?
We'll let it go this time, you piece of shit.
That's crazy.
Piece of shit.
But just watch yourself."
Yeah.
What
That's
about when we
crazy.
use Frank
Back.
Welker? Because we're constantly watching stuff on Frank Welker.
Shit's too old.
Oh, and they're constantly getting us. You know, the biggest problem is YouTube, actually. We don't get flagged for audio ever or anything like that, but YouTube will hit us up probably about every 5 episodes. There will be some problem with YouTube and they'll say, we cannot let you play this fucking whatsoever. We don't care if you're not making money off of it. You cannot play this clip. And so YouTube has a built-in we'll edit this part out for you auto
Yeah, Erica is very
maneuver.
familiar with that.
So I just use that, and if you watch it on YouTube, some of the hours are edited like that. And I whatever, I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to do anything about it. I don't have the time or patience or energy.
Frank
to
Welker mailed a
care.
nail bomb to your house.
But that does happen. That does happen. YouTube is the most stringent, it seems. But
Yeah.
fuck YouTube.
I know.
I don't know how to work. Well, I don't know how to work YouTube. I don't think as a uploader, because no, I'm just saying maybe I don't put the right hashtags, or maybe I
Keywords.
don't keyword it properly. But no one seems to care either.
On YouTube,
there.
Ozzy, it's all about
Yeah.
headlines,
Thumbnails.
Yeah.
thumbnails,
Uh-huh.
faking people out, clickbait, bro.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
thumbnail has to do this.
Yeah.
Wide open mouth, eyes.
That
eyes
was a good
open.
one, Henry.
Yeah.
Can you
It's
believe
like-
it?
Yeah. It's like hour 43 of Frank Welker, and then
Uh-huh.
Megatron in the background.
And then a red circle on something like, look at this.
Yeah, I'll just
This
write.
movie
I'll just
made
write
how
the
much
word.
money?
Yeah.
I'll just write the word unboxing every time for no fucking reason. Every time.
No, people don't care
Every
about
time.
unboxing anymore. That's already
What?
2 years ago.
Done?
Yeah.
See, dude, I'm old. I'm also old.
You gotta
I'm also
put,
too old for this shit.
Yeah.
People just buy it now.
Yeah.
Damn.
They're actually
What?
reboxing stuff. They're now
Oh,
sealing
no.
it back up.
Like, look how I packed this shit up.
So nice.
It looks brand new, right off the shelf.
Is it? Yeah.
YouTube's
It's kind of
fucking
bizarre
hard, dude.
how
We're
They-
gonna see packing
you never
videos on
really
YouTube
get
soon.
comic books don't really crack down on that kind of stuff though. It's kind of
Oh,
weird,
yeah.
right?
Like, what if you
you
held
yeah, they
every
do.
page up?
cover. Do they, Henry? How so?
I think
Like
you
you
put-
put.
you can't, unless you're at a high level, you can't put the dialogue that's in the word balloon. So they just
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Because I guess the only comic book shows I watch are pretty high level, what's his
Comics
name?
Explained is one of them, and
Yeah,
he
those-
can get away with putting the word balloons in there and
Probably partnered with the
complete
company.
pages.
And
Yeah, maybe.
also, God damn it, why can't I think of it?
Kevin
Ed
Smith.
Pisker's
Oh, the
Um,
comics kayfabe.
Comics Kayfabe. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
Where,
mean, those
where
guys.
they where they put a comic book down and put the camera right
yeah.
on it and just
overhead,
flip through
yeah.
the whole goddamn thing page by page and talk about every single page. And they don't get they can get away with it, but I guess that's a pretty
Those are
big
huge
show.
guys. That's a big
Or
show. Yeah.
professional comic, writers and artists and stuff. But I wonder when if they're going to start cracking down on that shit harder. When they see that they could profit from it, probably.
Yeah.
I just got an email from Whatnot. I don't know if you guys know what Whatnot is, but they're starting to crack down on music. Part of one of the benefits is being a seller on there is that you can have popular music, and for the most part, that's what made people comfortable in your shows. And now they're monetizing on it, so they're cutting
You
down.
mean
on
okay, so
copyright.
explain to listeners what you do on Instagram, how you run sales. How does that work?
So I run sales on live sales and posts. On live sales, somebody like me, I don't have much of a personality, so I rely on having
don't say that.
background music.
Oh, pish posh.
Pish posh. Well, so I rely on having background music and other people jump in, as I'm selling.
Mhm.
But Instagram does
Well, you
have an
go
algorithm
live.
that
You go live and you spend time with comics behind you on a shelf.
on that
And you're
board, on
showing-
that claim board right there.
You're holding things up and people are making claims.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got to explain it in more detail because even some of people here in this chat might not
Oh,
exactly
gotcha.
know how these
Yeah,
things work.
I've got a camera set up that faces that claim board right there, and I'll put up 6 books at a time. at whatever prices.
Imagine QVC, but
Yeah.
Henry's doing it with comics.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
his
I get
that
it.
is
room.
perfect. Mhm.
Right?
And then they
Got it?
say I want letter T comic.
You
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Got it.
How is it that
That's
you
right.
can do a 2-hour sale and not pee once, and then when you get on with us, it's every
It's
60
timing.
seconds?
It's all timing.
Your
I-
boxer's the size of a child's
I'm sitting-
teacup set.
You can't see below his waist, but he's got this hose contraption
It's
that's
a
attached to
catheter.
his
When I was
or
when
that
I was
runs out the
I was-
window.
I was just recently
just-
stranded on the side of the road for 2 hours in like a town that's about an hour away, and I really had to pee. So I was like I was so thankful that I don't clean the inside of my car because I had all these like Gatorade
Did you just
bottles.
peed in
and
it? You were like,
that I
"Fuck
was
it,
using
it's
that to
dirty."
pee and then just
I
throwing it in
just
the
call
field.
right here.
Uh-huh.
You gotta keep
Because I was like,
Gatorade bottles
ours
near
were
you in
passing
your
me.
room.
At least you didn't try to shit in a Gatorade bottle. That would have been
Oh,
a lot
yeah.
worse.
That would have been me in the field, like
Ooh, yeah.
Trying
yeah.
to aim it at the wide open mouth.
You know, what you should do to someone. You know, what you should do to someone you don't like is pee in the windshield washer fluid tank. Fill that with pee, so then when they go to squirt their windshields, just pee comes out. That'd be
Very
kinda
Squirts
nice.
everyone
Yeah.
near them as well.
Yeah.
funny. That's a good one.
That is good.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so what? So on Whatnot, you try to do the same thing, but they
Same thing. Yeah, Whatnot is an app
Which-
that's sort of like
which you
eBay. except
typically do on
ins-
Instagram, but this
Yeah.
is yeah.
Yeah, it works the same way as eBay does, except you're doing it live in a broadcast. So
The hell?
typically, like it's an auction. They'll put up a book and say, okay, we're going to start this at $1, and then for 15 seconds, for 30 seconds, for a minute, people are just pressing a button to bid it up.
Is there a host
And-
hosting for you and you just submit your items?
You're the hosting. You're hosting your own
That-
show, so you have to have
Henry's
your own
hosting.
setup and everything. Yeah. Yeah. So as
So
a
then-
seller, let's say I have
so-
this setup. Some
yeah.
people just have a table with an overhead camera. I mean, everybody's shows are different.
I've seen people do that on TikTok where they sell wigs,
Yeah.
like live auction.
Yeah, they're doing that with. I've seen it on. Gemstones, comics.
That's my thing.
Well,
You buy wigs?
on Instagram, if you all follow Black Market Comics, then watch for Henry. He goes
Yeah.
live like fucking every night
Almost every
And
night. Yeah.
and pop in on one of his shows.
Absolutely.
It's fun.
Yeah. It's
But
black.
so on
underscore
what?
market
So on
underscore
Whatnot?
comics.
Yeah, sorry. Say that
It's
again,
right.
Henry.
It's black underscore market underscore comics.
We can always, we post this video, we can like input everyone's
We'll drop it in the description in this video.
Look right here.
It's not in the description.
Nice.
Everybody, it's your boy.
It's your boy. I appreciate y'all.
Click the link, smash the like button, subscribe, comment, see you in the
Smash
next
that
one.
like
Don't forget
button.
to ring that bell.
So much
isn't
smashing.
the worst
So much
idea to put the link in this video. That's not a bad idea.
I know. That's what I was saying. But
No, these are all things we
Prob-
actually want you to
I
do.
mean, probably should do that. Yeah.
No, seriously though.
And also, like, if you guys don't mind, like, hit the like button and
Also-
subscribe.
Please touch the like button.
Yeah, just
Please.
we
Get a little
really
signal.
wouldn't mind. We
Use your
appreciate it.
mouse or the pad on your
No.
on your laptop
Get over
and
there,
click the like button, please.
and we appreciate that.
Nice.
Mhm. Anyway, so on Whatnot, you had problems with just having a radio, having some music playing in the background. Radio.
Well,
What the fuck am
There
I?
wasn't.
talking about?
There wasn't.
oh god.
Too much Wolfman Jack, man. Too much Wolfman
that
Jack
was-
for that
oh,
last
you
episode.
get it too. It's like a, it's like a boombox right there.
It's like recording your ringtones on your phone.
Oh yeah.
You had
Oh,
the
the
AM
voicemail.
radio on.
Do you do the
Story
auctioneer
time.
voice?
It's Rick and the Jackman in the morning, coming at you. Oh, I don't
Me,
know.
me, me, me.
Do you
But
do
yeah,
the
no, for
auctioneer
real though,
voice?
what
The
happened?
do you do that?
You want to get the Dark Knight Rises? The Dark Knight Rises?
should, though.
Just
That sounds
hire a
awesome.
19-year-old like e-girl to be your content creator.
Oh,
And
this
then-
is whole mess about that.
That's so fucking
That
annoying
yeah.
on social
Super annoying.
media.
Wow.
Are
But
the
I'll tell
titty
you, if I
girls
could
that
get away
hold
with that
comic
shit-
books and also put their titties out.
If
Oh
I
my
could, if
gosh.
I could sell more books by showing my titties, I would.
Yeah, dude.
And
not
I
gonna
have
lie.
beautiful titties. That's
Have you
all I
tried?
do.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Have you
get
tried?
less.
I'm gonna hire
Yeah.
an e-girl
I'll
just
lose.
to speak for me on my podcast. It'd be more popular. I'll write
Yeah.
everything that I want her to say, and then say,
my
"Here, go
spot."
on my camera And hey, don't worry, I got 2 ring lights, so you're gonna look great, and
Yeah.
and it's gonna be
Got 2
we're gonna have a
ring
good
lights.
time.
Put
I
a
just
wire
don't know
in her
why.
ear.
I don't know why showing balls doesn't get us any clout these days.
Yeah, please.
Maybe
I
show
tried.
shorts.
does.
Show the
No one wants
legs.
to see balls anymore.
I
Uh,
I'm
Moose
shaved,
knuckle.
I'm grown out.
Mhm.
It's
I'm ready to
true.
wear
What
an
do you do?
anime wig and show some tits on
It's the
stream to get
angle
some
of
more
the dangle,
viewers.
Dust.
It
It's
is.
the
I
think
angle
I-
of the dangle.
I think what I need to do is put my
Ah.
balls in some kind of like spandex athleisure, sexy fucking yoga pants.
Moose
Probably.
knuckle. The moose
Yeah.
knuckle.
Moose knuckle.
Mhm.
That
classic
works for
moose knuckle.
politicians.
No, I've tried.
I've tried.
There's not much feedback there.
I don't
So-
want to go back
so-
to
so
200
what not-
followers.
So what not blocked you though? Because you had the radio on though. Is what we're getting.
Right,
at.
and that's new. That's right within the last month. They just started an algorithm to monitor that.
That's
Wow.
shitty, man.
Yeah.
Man, so my phone has a capture feature that'll capture in video form like whatever's happening on the screen. However,
Yeah.
I recently learned that if I'm watching a video on like my HBO Max app on my phone and I use the capture, it just comes out black, like a black screen.
Yeah,
They have
Yeah.
some kind
They'll
of
block it.
embedded. I didn't know that. They have some
Cracking
kind
down.
of embedded blockade. I can't.
Data, embedded data.
Yeah.
I
I
did
had to
not
go
know
to-
that.
Yeah,
Get
it
this.
is
So
pretty
I
whack,
I
know
just
what you mean.
posted a clip of the Wolf of Wall Street on my TikTok
Okay.
and I put it on Instagram, but I couldn't just like screen record it because of what Ozzy just said. So I had to go to YouTube, download that clip, take it to a program, an editing program, and then cut it down from there. And that's how I put it on TikTok and Instagram.
Hassle.
Mm.
Well, if
Fucking
you
pain.
have
Yeah, like
if
5
you
extra
have a
steps.
Samsung's phone, you can go ahead and record the screen and then just record the video from there.
Wow.
'Cause they have a record.
I'm sure
button.
all phones probably
Yeah.
might have that. yeah.
That's what I've got. I've got a Galaxy
Fucking eye.
S21
Yeah, good.
What the
That's 22.
plus S22
Yeah.
plus something or other. And Erica used that built-in Samsung
Screen capture.
feature, screen capture feature,
Yeah.
and it's blocked if I try to do
Whoa.
it with like HBO. They block it from that. Yeah.
Oh,
You
that's
just
lame.
watch it on
It's
HBO
wild.
on your TV and you just film it.
Well, I know that's what I would do.
Just go to YouTube.
not
And
good.
amazingly, this stuff is on YouTube. If you want clips to make GIFs and stuff like that.
Mm.
Sorry, what'd you call them?
Yes.
GIFs. Son of a bitch. I don't want to have
Thanks,
this argument again.
Yes.
This is
Sounds like
peanut
a
butter.
fucking
GIFs.
snack.
Mm-hmm.
You want some
Yes.
chips and Jif?
Just some
Hey, yeah,
salt
sure.
and
I'll have a
butter
soda too.
crackers.
Thanks, bud.
Potato, 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 potato.
Nobody says potato either. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you're right. Or tomato.
Or tomato.
No,
No.
zero people.
Oh, they do say tomato.
Yeah, that's the London people.
That's like how Gordon Ramsay says it. Tomato. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how they fucking
Yeah.
say it.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't recognize them as a people.
This potato is raw, you donkey.
Are we
It's
sure that
fucking
Gordon
raw,
Ramsay
you
doesn't say
idiot.
It's
shit?
fucking raw.
She brought this, Jeff.
It's raw.
Oh, it's good stuff.
You wanker.
Yeah.
Oh.
Netflix is gonna
Um,
start making people fucking sign in every 28 days under their Wi-Fi.
No,
In
they
order-
dropped that. They're not.
They're
gonna
not.
do
Oh,
that
they're not
shit.
doing that. Everyone fucking cried.
Everyone
Yeah.
cried about it, so they're like, "Oh, never mind."
Just kidding. We're just kidding. You don't
They're
have to do
like,
that.
Fuck it, free Netflix for everyone.
Fuck you.
Yeah, get the fuck
I
out of
wish.
here.
Netflix is whack.
Yeah, I don't. It's
Yeah,
it's
I'm
expensive.
about to
There
cancel.
goes that
Yeah, the
sponsor.
wife and I
Yeah.
are
I love-
God.
we're
love
getting set to
Netflix.
par
I was about
down
to
because
say-
we're at a point right now where we don't know what's going on.
HBO
we do-
Max.
We have so much that we're subscribed to. We
Netflix.
don't know what is
You don't even know what you're
subscribed.
subscribed to.
I
anymore,
literally
yeah.
just did
That's
that
right.
like 6 months ago.
And so-
Cancel your card. Get a new
The
one.
wife and
That's what
I.
I
That's what.
did.
That's
Don't
what
check
we're
your
doing.
bank
That's the
account.
conclusion we came to.
Uh-huh.
That's the only way. That's the only way.
Because there'll
Yep.
be no penalties on anything,
Wait.
and then you
In the
just go
bud.
back and sign up for whatever you
Fucking
want.
A, man.
Yep. You're just
So,
like, oh,
you
you don't
know
have my
what?
card. It's done.
We might come back into it, and Netflix is not going to be a part of that. That
Mhm.
might
It's
happen.
They're out.
expensive.
Netflix is
Yeah.
out.
And there's nothing there anymore.
You're
I
right.
think HBO's the best.
Hell yeah.
I think so too. That's what we spend most time on.
Hulu is still good.
But,
I,
uh,
I'm
Has
not
some good
even.
ones, 'cause it
I
has
prefer
FX
fucking
shows.
Paramount and
I like Hulu
Peacock
'cause-
over Netflix. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, for
I like
real, at
Hulu
this
because
point.
Bob's Burgers.
Well, that's what it has, like all the old cartoons, King of the Hill, Bob's Burgers, Futurama.
Yeah,
A
King
lot
of the Hills.
cards,
Ooh,
yeah,
King of the Hill's
Cartoon
coming
Network.
back.
It is.
King of
I
the
know-
Hill is coming
oh.
back.
Mm-hmm.
We've-
On to
That's
Such
Hulu.
good news.
Netflix
Yeah.
just has a
On
lot of
Hulu.
good documentaries. Like they pop those out.
the crime documentaries,
That's
the
Yeah.
all
true
they.
crime
That's all
ones.
they do now.
That's what you're talking about, because that's all it is.
And then
You
Korean
said a
game
lot of
shows.
good.
They're
Or
good
Korean
for
Korean
me
game
at
shows.
least.
Dustin.
That's also fun. But podcasting,
Podcast.
well,
Nice
you
segue.
spend some time doing that. You don't have time to watch shows or listen to as many podcasts as I used to listen to, at least. But if you guys do find time to listen to podcasts, what are you listening to these days?
Oh, roundtable. Who are we starting with?
I'll go
Speaking of Red Letter Media, I watch them all the time. I know it's not a podcast, but they do long form YouTube, and
Yeah.
they're great.
They
Yeah.
are
Oh, they're
great.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, my
Do you-
favorite channel.
What
But other
podcast
than
have
that-
you been listening to?
Other than that, for me, I do mostly gaming podcasts, just to not to influence me, because I don't have time to look
Yeah.
up the news all the time. I'm working. I'm like, I get a lot of my information that way, and then I'll make of it what I want and basically regurgitate it in my way. But
Any show in particular that you like?
yeah, I got Easy Allies is a great YouTube podcast company. They do a lot of gaming stuff. There's a lot of some of the IGN old school stuff like Game Scoop.
That's a good one.
Yeah, they're like all around. I'll watch like Nintendo specific or listen to Nintendo specific ones like Nintendo Voice Chat, or I try to get little bits of all of it, and
Nintendo
just
has
listen
so
to
many
it,
fucking
listen
games.
throughout the
Oh
week.
my gosh, yeah, I can totally.
But then
understand that
there's
one.
also these two Australian guys called Mr. Sunday Movies that do a really
Oh,
good, that do
yeah.
a really great movie podcast as well that I
Yeah.
like a lot.
I never heard of that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
they're
pretty,
good,
pretty
yeah.
funny. They're witty. They're
Hilarious.
Australian. That's it for me.
Yeah. What about you, Matt?
YouTube, I watch Red Letter Media podcasts.
my
I listen to Last Podcast on the Left a lot and True
Yeah.
Crime podcasts.
Yep.
As much as I'm into the paranormal, I don't really listen to any like paranormal podcasts.
What do you
Um,
find? What do you find like off-putting about them typically?
They're boring.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I don't know. They're just
Sure.
boring.
Yeah, and they all kind of cover the same stuff too. I've
Yeah.
noticed.
Yeah.
Mm.
They just go on forever, and it's like they're way too like they're way into being believers, so they don't like put any critical thought into anything.
That is very frustrating to me.
Yeah.
That's why I watch Ghost Adventures.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
The ghost show with the most integrity by far.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm being possessed again, bro.
It's the 100th time
Dude,
this week.
look
feel
at
like
my
I'm gonna
arm.
kill you right
Look
now.
at my arm.
Fucking
Well-
guy's a charlatan.
Well, your show is Matt is definitely refreshing to listen to.
Thank you.
If you're tired of all that kind of shit
Yeah, it's been a lot of
yeah.
fun.
as well.
Mhm.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Love it.
Henry, do you have time to listen to podcasts?
Just like certain ones.
Really?
I like a lot of
Yeah, not all
last
of them.
podcast shows. Yeah,
Last podcast
Yeah,
shows.
last
certain ones,
podcast
well, yeah.
and
All
the
of
Robert.
them. I listen to every podcast.
Every one of them.
I have
have-
listened to every podcast that's ever been casted in the world.
They play nonstop and they play 10 at a time simultaneously.
Henry's an AI that goes through all podcasts.
He's the
On-
scouter. He's
My
the
eyes go-
scouter.
Henry, you're a scouter? You've been a scouter this whole time? I knew somebody was watching me. Hey.
Oh.
No.
Okay. So.
What any comic related podcasts?
No, I can't stand those guys.
Dude, what is it about them also? Well, I'm just trying to get
I
I'm
think
just
it's
trying
just
to
like-
get into this,
It's-
because a lot of what we cover there's a bunch of podcasts out there that I can't fucking stand that cover the same stuff, and I feel
Yeah.
you.
I might be
Yeah,
watching.
yeah.
Do it yourself, Oz.
I
No
don't
offense,
to
like
be right.
you'll find something and like you like that DC Who's Who. I couldn't stand that.
Mhm.
I didn't like that one, and I typically don't.
Oh,
Just like Matt, I don't
yeah,
listen
yeah,
to
yeah.
a lot of these because
I
there's just no.
love
personality,
DC's
dude.
Who's Who. Those guys are so fun.
Yeah. But like just like Matt, I guess there's no characters in them. There's no heart behind it. It's just kind of robotic for them. So
Yeah, I know.
the majority of combo podcasts I stay away from.
Also, it kind of bothers me how
On your
like
shoulder.
PC everyone
It's like
goes
on-
out of their way to try to be. I'm
Oh,
not
yeah,
saying,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not saying like PC, more like PG. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like
They're like censoring themselves, and you can tell that they're doing it
you
because
can
they'll like
always
avoid.
tell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which is what I like
and I
about
just
what we
don't
do because it's
understand
just
why.
raw.
It sure is. Yeah. Um. Yeah.
Mhm.
Absolutely. But a lot of those shows out there are very annoying. Like in Frank
Absolutely.
Welker Wonder Hour, we discuss a lot of cartoons, and oh man, some of those like other like Saturday morning cartoon shows can get so obnoxious and frustrating.
Oh yeah.
You know, the one thing that bothers me the most about those ones is they're so fucking steeped in like sugar-coated saccharine nostalgia that it makes
Yeah.
me want to fucking vomit.
Which is why I stopped
Well,
watching Angry Video Game Nerd.
yeah, yeah.
His
These last
I
channel's
few
liked
gone
it. When,
seasons
down.
have
I
been
liked it when he was angry.
horrible.
It's in
I liked it more when he was
half-
angry.
But
Production
he's
value's
sold
gone
off
down.
his channel. He has like writers now. All he does is come in and host. They write everything else.
He
doesn't
sold it
do
off a long
anything.
time
He's
ago.
corporate. He doesn't do anything anymore.
When he teamed up. Well, he does. He started taking that back because they got in a lot of trouble last year with their monster
Monster
Halloween
Madness?
marathon, Monster Madness marathon. Yep,
Mhm.
because that was like the first year that he really had a full on team writing this stuff, and they got called the fuck out for plagiarism. And
Whoa.
one of the episodes was completely plagiarized, they found out, and viewers and internet sleuths were like, look, here's the other review that this was ripped off from, and they got in a lot of trouble and
Dude, I
had to
should
make
start
like
plagiarizing stuff. That sounds awesome.
had to make like
Sounds
public
amazing. That would save me
apologies,
so much time.
and they went through a big like upheaval and had to like do a lot of in-house shuffling, and so I think
he hired bad writers who didn't know
Yeah.
anything.
I think
Yeah.
as of this year, like he's come back to it a little bit, honestly.
But still, the production value isn't there at all either. He used to work off several cameras,
Man,
and the editing
here's the
was
thing.
amazing.
Yeah, you're right. But the thing I think is missing is that, well, the
The
problem
anger.
is that there's too much production value these days. And what was enduring about his early videos, sort of like what's so enduring about us and what we do and what everybody
Yeah.
loves about us, is
Yeah.
Yeah.
The lack of production value.
is that, you know,
Professionalism.
Yeah.
we work with what we have and we stretch what we have to the most of its potential.
Honestly,
gonna start-
that's the problem with all of
That's-
YouTube. Everything's so fucking produced. Like everyone's trying to have their own networks, and everything's like got to be perfect and
Uh-huh.
pristine. Like old
hate it.
YouTube was way more fun when it was just
Yeah.
Mhm.
random shit thrown at it.
You're
Yeah.
right. That's another
There
thing
was-
that bothers me is you could see dollar signs in everyone's fucking
Oh,
eyes.
yeah.
Everyone.
And before I talk about this, I gotta talk about my sponsor. Blah,
even if
blah,
they're
blah.
not
For like
even
30
if they're not
minutes.
saying it, you can tell.
Yeah,
Mhm.
You know,
It's
You
all
can
that Watch
tell.
Mojo bullshit.
I think you're. Yeah, it has a lot
they're
to
the
do with
worst.
it.
They're the worst. They're the
Oh,
worst.
Watch
The worst,
Mojo's
yeah.
top 10 lists and
Top
stuff.
10 list. Top
All
10
that.
list.
That's all they
Fucking
do.
top 10 list. Is it all they do? I was curious about that.
Yeah.
Do
That
they
was
do
all they
this?
do in the.
They get the
Do they
most
do
clicks
other
on
stuff?
lists. People like lists.
That's
love
true. I
lists.
like lists.
They're
Yeah,
like
I love lists.
Oh, man, I
think that's
love
everything.
lists.
love a good
I love-
list.
I
Yeah,
love-
I
I
like
love
lists.
built
them.
a couple
I
episodes
like
literally
lists.
around
I like
lists.
lists.
We all love
I love
lists.
I love lists.
I like lists.
guys-
Yeah, I like
You
lists.
guys want to get together and make a list right now?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Top 10. Oh no.
Top 10
Top
lists.
10 Ganglion podcast.
Top 10
Number one.
Ganglion podcast. Ooh, dang. Are we going
Who's
to fight
next?
for this or no?
Yeah, we can
It's gonna
fight number
turn into an
one.
argument, and we all hate each other by the end.
I'm gonna start plagiarizing OMG.
With the spooky sound.
Make it spooky. Though.
Dude, that would.
Don't worry about
It is
them. They don't have
spooky.
good
Have
lawyers.
you guys don't know
We should
Angela.
do
She's
that.
spooky.
Mm.
Oh,
That would
yeah.
be hilarious.
Oh, that'd be
Yeah.
hilarious.
Dustin knows about it by association.
Mhm.
I
Must
get in
watch
there.
the shows.
That'd be funny
I
if
di-
one
I
of you
dip in.
guys like did like a new episode, like when it comes with new couples, and then you guys just try to watch it and you guys have a reaction. That'd be fucking hilarious, I think.
You
Yeah.
should do that.
Cause damn.
So where do we go from here, guys? Like, I know,
Well-
I mostly wanted to talk about like the past and how awesome we've been,
The
but I don't
future.
know. Do you guys want to speculate on the future a little bit, or say forget it? We've done good so far.
I think we're done. Yeah.
Let's not jinx it.
Yeah,
Episode
that's it.
100, we all quit.
Okay, good.
It's been nice knowing you.
You know what? We've plateaued, guys. We've plateaued.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to spiraling into alcoholism. So let's just do it.
Honestly, nah, that's probably there's definitely a future that we'll probably discuss more without everyone knowing what the fuck we're doing. Like,
Yeah.
That's true.
Well, we're always talking
You
and
know what I-
planning about stuff, that's for sure. But no, I think just a uniformity of all of our shows together and consistency and just keeping a
Yeah.
entertaining schedule. It's always the
That
hardest
is-
part, but
that's why we want to
That is-
introduce everyone. Yeah, we
yeah.
all have a day, we all have a schedule. You guys can all look us up. We're gonna put it in below. You can see what our YouTube channels and Spotify and all that kind of stuff. So just seeing
we're
us
not
as
censored,
a whole.
you'll find us on YouTube.
yeah, if we
Yeah,
can
if one
upload.
person does well, we all do well.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. And
Yeah, one of our shows
I
breaks
for
through.
one, in the future would like to do more crossover episodes.
I love this. I think this should be like a
With
once a
not-
month thing.
Nah,
It could be.
agree.
It should be maybe just a powwow, a little catch up.
Mhm, Exactly.
But I want to do more crossovers, internal crossovers with you guys, and I want to open it up to do some crossovers with other podcasts that are kind of in a similar realm as we're kind
Networking.
of sitting in right now.
Yep.
I don't know with
That's-
your repertoire.
That's what I want to start working towards.
Your repertoire in the Good Brothers isn't too good, so I don't know if you could actually make it to a show.
Ozzy
Introduce-
plays newer,
Our-
newer games
Our
a little
fans
bit.
know already that you are just the bad brother.
The
Bad Brothers
Brothers.
I think people would be intrigued as to what might
I
happen
know,
when
I
the
know.
Bad Brother shows up to
Oh.
the Good Brothers set.
It could be the little logo you put of Ozzy's face, and then it says "Bad Brother" with an arrow
Brother.
pointing at him. Every show that you do.
Click.
You should probably take that down if you
Put
want to
him
get
in the
rid of that
bottom
stigma.
corner.
you get that screenshot right there. Perfect.
Mhm.
Yeah, we'll bring you on.
Yeah,
Oz.
it'd be fun.
Whoever wants to come on our show, dude, we're like super down.
Yeah, we're actually
Mhm.
trying to work on getting somebody who's on 90 Day because she did, know about
I
our
think you could do
Instagram
that.
post. So
Mm.
I
Dude,
don't
I'll
know.
watch
dude,
some
we got one of the
episodes.
cast members of 90 Day to comment on our post.
Oh, that's
Oh,
cool.
And
that's
she lives
cool.
really close by, and we're
She's
really
in
thinking
San
about
Diego.
reaching out for interviewing for her, but that's something pretty big. So, but it's been in
That's
the
very cool.
talks. She's super cool.
Yeah, I
too.
got a couple names for interviews that like as soon as I'm ready, I'm sure I could reach out and get these people in. But
Nice.
Oh my God!
Man,
every
I just
day
don't have
I
my shit
stare at
together.
this- I stare
dude,
at
I
this Bob
know
Fingerman
maximum
book.
minimum wage.
Yeah, and I'm like, I wonder
If
when
you
we're
want,
gonna
I
do
can
that.
show it to you. It's right here.
Oh, this one right here.
Maximum
It
minimum
sits-
wage.
It sits right next to me.
What is this?
Yeah. No, he just has a forward.
Oh, gotcha.
Bob Fingerman is a comic writer and artist that I've been in touch with a little bit because I reached out to him because I was cooking up a movies as comics episode for Rock and Roll High School.
Mm.
And Bob Fingerman wrote and drew the comic adaptation for Rock and Roll High School that came out in the 90s starring the Melvins, not the Ramones.
The Melvins.
Hmm. Pretty rad.
That is
And so
cool.
anyway, I reached out to him and he was like, "Yeah, I'll come talk to you whenever." And I was like, "Awesome." And then I just sort of like didn't do my research and didn't get it together.
Takes
It
a little
happens.
bit
Like,
of
I'm
work.
a-
Yeah, you got to be prepared for.
Oh
it,
yeah,
guys.
that's what I mean.
Yeah,
Like the questions.
I need
it's
to know
big.
some stuff. Yeah.
When's Welker
but
coming on?
I'm
Oh God, not again. Don't reach out to him again, please.
Did you guys
I'll
actually
ask
reach out to him?
I
Yeah, I
did.
did.
Yeah, it did.
And he
What
said, "Please
happened?
stop doing your show" or something, or what happened?
much.
They asked us to
Yeah,
say
he was
the
like,
name.
"Please don't mention
Cease and
my
desist?
name."
I'm pretty
Make
sure
it
I
the
called him a drug
unofficial.
addict in the
Cease
last
and
episode.
desist order.
We did call him a drug addict.
You know what I felt like? I think like some subconscious bit about me felt like kind of something of like a voyeur or something like that. You know?
I think in the first
In
episode,
doing the show?
Henry accused him of like a rape or something like that.
It was sexual harassment because
Yeah.
Elvis was there.
You're never getting that man on your show.
I admitted it.
Welker's a
so it's
rapist.
okay.
Welker's a rapist.
I'll see if I could find the written response and we'll post it somewhere.
That's
It's
good.
that I
very
got.
legal.
Oh, and then remember that time you tried to promote us on his
Oh,
Wikipedia page?
yeah, it's very very curated and curtailed
Yeah.
by his lawyers.
Yeah.
His lawyers.
He wrote something and then like 3 different lawyers went over it and edited it.
Yeah. You showed me it. It's
And
pretty
then went to the
funny.
Wikipedia page and made them take that shit down too.
Oh, yeah, we
You
were-
remember that?
We had a
You
blurb
remember that,
on
Jesse?
Wikipedia for about 5 minutes. It
That's
was pretty
funny.
cool. I should have taken a screenshot when it was up. But I know. I didn't think about it. I
I
was
didn't think
surprised
of it
that it went up
I thought I
in the
was gonna
first
say.
place.
You're like, hold on, where's my disposable camera? No.
I know. And by the time I was done winding it, they took it down.
Oh, man.
While listening
was a
to
good
the
one.
radio.
Technology.
Mhm.
We're listening to the radio.
But what I got to tell myself to do though is just get off my ass, because that's always my biggest problem. It always has been my biggest problem,
Dude, it's something in the
and it will
regions.
continue. It will continue to be my biggest problem.
Dustin and I were just talking about it. Like, why is it just so much better just doing?
I'm my
nothing?
own worst enemy. I don't know, but on the other hand, but on the other hand, it's not like it. Kind of in the beginning of this talk, I had brought it up, but like sometimes I really am dragging ass to get on the microphone, but once I'm on, it's great
Yeah.
and I
Yeah,
love it,
100%,
and I'm
yeah.
Mhm.
so happy I pulled my shit together to get on and do it every single time.
So happy I pulled
know.
on this
Every
flannel.
single
I love
Well.
it. No, I feel that. I like that. That's good. I think there's enough time in the
So
day if you
that's-
make for it, for sure.
You could do
Yeah,
it.
I know. I gotta do more. I gotta do more posting on social medias.
That's one big, I think,
Needs
for
to be better.
everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Erica's on it though.
Yeah, Erica.
I'll
did.
get there.
Erica, you got that.
She's
I'll
getting
give you
cast
our
member
claps for that
attention.
one. But yeah, always can improve. Always room for improvement. 2023. Let's go.
But really, do you guys have anything you want to say to anyone that might be listening?
Thanks.
Maybe fans. Do we have any fans?
Oh, hey Taco Bell, if you're looking to sponsor somebody, we're here.
Dude, that'd be
Taco
the shit.
Bell.
I would wear.
yeah.
We
your-
literally,
I would wear
we
the shirt
literally
every
bring
day.
up,
I will whore myself for Taco Bell. So, yes.
we bring
You
up
get- you
Taco
get full
Bell
from
like
Taco
at
Bell
least
and
once,
it's a
once a
laxative at
Frank
the same
Welker Wonder
time.
Hour.
Yeah, we do.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll eventually.
You know, I just
sponsor
read.
you.
I was just reading an article recently about inflation and how fast food restaurants have gone up and up and up recently. And they said, except the one that has stayed the lowest, Taco Bell. And I was like, fuck yeah,
Yes.
Taco
Dude, it's
Bell. I know.
demolition
Taco
man.
I
Get a
know.
different
I know
type of
Taco
inflation
Bell.
from Taco Bell.
They won
Don't
the
even tell
franchise
me.
Wars.
They have franchise wars. You don't know about the 3 seashells?
Yeah. Yeah. Just give us a chance.
What else,
Just
guys?
get-
It's hard. It's hard. It's hard for me to talk to the audience, imagining that there are people out there listening, because oftentimes I very much doubt myself that anyone's listening. You know, that's my second hardest thing.
Jesus is listening.
Is like, it's
Well,
like, I don't know.
True.
Jesus is always listening.
See, if you want to talk to my dad about that, he'll tell you all about it.
No, thank you.
I
That's
regularly
that crossover we do not need.
You have to water freedom with blood once in a while.
What?
I like
Jesus.
ending things on a positive note. So I'll
Show us
I
your
do
butthole.
say
Just your.
What's your butthole?
we appreciate anyone who is listening. Please be good
We
people
do.
to each other. That's all I really ask for. But
Mhm.
good motto that we all go by. We love you.
I'm not
Because
making any promises.
people can hate for no reason. We can love for no reason. Appreciate
right,
everyone
yeah.
out there. Let's keep it up. 2023. Here we go.
Hell
I'll
yeah.
let you
Whoop,
boy.
Big
whoop.
thanks, y'all, and thanks for watching.
Dang, that was a
And
locker
smash
room
that like
talk right
button.
there.
Yeah.
Smash it.
Smash.
All right. Well, till next time, right?
Sounds good.
Thank you for all the people who are listening. I'll imagine this time that all the people are listening.
All of them.
Everyone.
Everybody.
All right. I'm
Mhm.
Marley. I'm out.
Write
of
in. Write in. You know, that's what I'm gonna say. Anyone, write in and tell us like, hey, I'm listening. Even if it's like, I'm listening out of spite because I fucking hate you. Write in and tell me that. I would love to hear
Yeah.
that.
We just
Hater
got a
comments,
comment.
love it.
Yeah, we just got a comment. Somebody just
did?
said boring, I was like, awesome.
That's all.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you for
Any feedback
commenting.
is good feedback. So like fucking anything. Tell me you hate my face. Tell me you love my face. I don't know.
Oh man, I have one. I posted up like you know how I do
There you
these
go.
cleaning demos
Yeah.
on Instagram. Somebody posted what weird magical hands you have, or what weird little magical hands you have.
Little magical
And I was like,
What?
yes,
Oh,
somebody
what?
watched it.
Well,
Hey.
that's a future restraining order for sure.
I can't tell if that's a positive thing or a negative thing.
Please let me see your magical hands.
What magical little hands you have, yeah.
Clean it for me, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Slower.
nice.
All right.
All
see
right,
ya.
guys. So everybody, listen to all of our shows: the Frank Walker Wonder Hour, Movies as Comics, Good Brothers Podcast, OMG
Let's
Let's
Talk.
Talks coming soon.
Yes.
Macabre Cast. What else?
Find the Gangline Assembly and find it all.
Gangline Assembly. That's what you have to search.
And all
Look
streaming
below.
platforms.
Assemble!
Assemble.
Smash, touch,
Yay!
smash.
Yay!
Okay, bye.
Yay!